Hey guys, this is Tech It Out, and today we are going to be finding out if the iPhone 6 is still usable in 2021. So, let's get started. The iPhone 6 was announced on September 9th of 2014 and was released on September the 19th. This was the last iPhone ever made without a 4K camera. The main camera was an 8 megapixel camera capable of recording at 1080p at 60 frames per second, and the FaceTime camera was the standard 1.2 megapixel camera. This iPhone shipped with the A8 processor, and it was a dual-core 1.4 gigahertz. The iPhone had 1 gigabyte of RAM, but it was the first iPhone ever made with a 128 gigabyte storage capacity option. The iPhone was shipped on iOS 8 and is upgradable to the latest version of iOS 12, and as far as I can tell, app compatibility is still decent on iOS 12, even though it is not the latest version of iOS. And how could I forget? The iPhone 6 was the first iPhone ever to have a plus option also, so you could get it in a larger 5.5 inch display as opposed to the standard 4.7. Okay, so let's see what is still actually usable on the iPhone 6 in 2021. I can go ahead and tell you from experience that FaceTime, Messages, all the built-in Apple apps are still usable, thankfully, so I'm going to save time in the video by not showing those. I'm assuming that the cell phone service should also work, assuming you have a SIM card. Now let's go ahead and test app compatibility. I'm going to go ahead and just find some basic apps. We've got YouTube. I'm gonna get Amazon, Hulu, Instagram. Trending game of late 2020, it's Among Us. Now, I know some people who still play Fortnite, but unfortunately it is not compatible with the iPhone 6 because it requires 2 gigabytes of RAM and the iPhone 6 only has 1. Aside from it may require a newer version of iOS, I'm not entirely sure. As soon as these apps finish downloading, I don't know where Among Us is. So we already have this application requires iOS 13 or later. Let's see which one that is. So I guess that would be Among Us because YouTube, Prime Video, and Instagram have already installed. That is strange. I've never actually run into an app before that is not compatible with iOS 12. Yep, Among Us requires iOS 13. It literally used to work on like iOS 9. I tried it on my iPad. Well, it downloaded. It didn't actually play, but it at least downloaded. Now it doesn't even work on iOS 12 because I played it on my iPhone 8 with iOS 11. So it seems like some apps are starting to pull away from iOS 12, but I'll get back to you as soon as these are downloaded. Okay, so as you can see, all the apps have finished downloading, and I have actually signed into all but YouTube. I can just use YouTube signed out. So here's my latest video. Hey guys, well, this is Tech It Out. Up until the video you're watching right now. The iPad 3rd generation is still usable in 2021. If you haven't watched it already, go ahead and check it out. Link will be in the description. So as you can see, it seems that YouTube is working perfectly fine. 1 gigabyte of RAM. At its launch, the iPad was available in 16, 32, and 64 gigabyte storage configurations with both. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So that would be Amazon Prime Video. And I'll just show you that you can successfully stream TV shows. I've been watching Psych. Mr. Baked Potato. So as you can see, Amazon Prime Video works, and I'll just show you that Hulu. These are all the latest versions of the apps, by the way. Never had to download an older version. The only one that I tried that was not downloadable was Among Us. But I know for a fact that there are many other video games on the App Store that are still compatible with iOS 12. So Hulu loads as well. So last one, I'll try Instagram. So as you can see, Instagram loads just fine. Here's my page. If you haven't checked it out, it is at Tech It Out Forever. That will also be in the description. Here's my latest post. I like the HDR effect, especially on that first photo of the iPhone 4 there. I did just post pictures of this iPhone actually as well. So make sure to go check out my Instagram, and my Twitter will also be in the description. Okay, so let's go ahead and test out Safari. So just gonna go ahead to apple.com. I'm assuming that iOS 12 Safari is still gonna handle it pretty decent. It's a little slow, but our internet has been slower than usual lately due to Charter having issues. I don't know why, but as you can see, page loads right up. So Safari seems to work pretty well. Let's just go to CNET real quick, just to try one more website. CNET has a lot of tech news, and you can buy software. You can get a lot of stuff. I have actually gotten a virus one time downloading a free software from CNET, but after a while we got it off. So I mean, their website seems to be loading pretty well. It takes a minute, but again, that could just be our internet because we have had some issues lately. So as far as I can tell, Safari works really well. It seems pretty quick. I mean, it may be a little bit laggy, but I can't tell, once again, if that is our internet or Safari. So, in conclusion, is the iPhone 6 still usable in 2021? I would say absolutely yes, especially for the price. You can buy this phone for about $100 on eBay, and this one was in pretty good condition, and I got it for right at $100. The battery life is great. App compatibility is more than enough to use on a daily basis, at least for now. That could change within the next year or two. But all your basic functions, you know, iMessage, FaceTime, and phone calls, they work. The camera works great. So the iPhone 6 is definitely still usable in 2021 and is an excellent option if you are on a tight budget. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, as well as subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments below and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. Stay tuned and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.